Hey guys, this is Jason Gerald, and welcome to my website. I have a question for you. Are you tired of your 9 to 5 job? Working for somebody else to make money? Trading your time for money? I am. I was. And 5 years ago, I wanted to learn how I get out of my 9 to 5 job. I was sick and tired of reporting to a boss that really didn't know much as I did. And then he told me exactly how I was supposed to do. I even been working for a Fortune 500 company, right? Which is supposed to be great. Well, they got rid of pensions. So guess what? I don't have a pension anymore, so I can't rely on that. 401k, that's nice, but, it's still, not that great. I needed a way to get out of that rat race, that commute of an hour commute to work, an hour home, losing 2 hours a day without spending time with my family, and actually spending about 8 to 10 hours a day working for somebody else. I wanted to work for me. I wanted to figure out how I did that. What about you? Is that what you want to do? So guess what? I created multiple streams of income. Actually, I partnered up with somebody, the 4% team, that has an ecosystem that teaches you how to build your home online so that you can be independent by yourself and not rely on somebody else. So 5 years ago, I decided to invest into training course to teach me how to sell on Amazon. It was a great course, let me tell you. It'll help me a lot. And I made about $450,000 in less than 2 years. It was great. Then all of a sudden Amazon decides to change. And guess what? My sales went down to zero. You do not want to depend upon Amazon, but depend on Facebook, depend on Google, or anybody. When they change, then your business is hosed. Unless you change with it and you figure out how to redo it all, and then you have to recreate the whole thing all over again. So that's why you want to create your home on the internet and create ecosystems around your business that creates income coming into you. And it can be done. And it can be done in any industry. It doesn't matter what it is. You just got to know how to do it. And what the 4% does is a training plus tools to allow you to build all of that together. And it has an own ecosystem that helps you build it all out. Step by step by step. Pretty simple. And then what I do is I bridge that gap between 80%, which is mental, and 20% technical. I bridge that gap because I provide hosting, I provide traffic, and I help build it all and put it all together so it makes sense. And I'll review it and I get things set up. I do performance, make sure your site is running at top speed, 20x faster than anybody else's. That's what I love to do. And that's what I help people is build multiple streams of income online. And that's what I can do for you. By teaming up with the 4% and myself, we could sit there and we learn how we build multiple streams of income. Does that make sense to you? I get excited when I talk about this because this is very, very, cutting edge of what we're doing here. And you build your home online, and then you can go anywhere you want. You can travel the world and do business. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be at your home to make an income. You could be in a motel room or you can be in another country and still do this. That's what I love about the internet. And by the way, I got a question for you. Walmart and all these other high-end stores are kind of shutting down all their major stores, or some of them, right? Why is that? That's because when you have a physical store, yeah, you got people in a 50 to 100 mile radius that will go to your store. When you have a home online, a business online, who's your audience? It's the world, right? 7.1 billion people. You have to learn how to find those people that are interested in your product. And we teach that. And so that's called that's what part of the multiple streams of income inside of the ecosystem within the 4%. So if that makes sense to you, let's set up some time with me. Message me below so that we can, talk about where you want to go with your future and what do you want to do. All right? So if that makes sense, get a hold of me. Let's talk. I'd love to help you. And there's also a link to the 4% just below. All right, guys, have a great day and go out and create multiple streams of income so that you can make money every day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. And that's 24 hours a day. Have a great day, guys. We'll see you. Bye.
multiple sources of income or multiple streams of income. That's what many people who start a business online are looking for. But how you do it, how you set it up could be very, very interesting. You have many people who are trying to concurrently set up all of their multiple streams of income. Give you an example. Someone's doing a blog, then they're doing YouTube, then maybe a Facebook group, maybe a mastermind group, then online courses. Now, let me walk you through what I did before I started adding additional sources of income. It's possible, but the way that you do it will be pivotal to your level of success if you're successful doing it. Can you make money online? Yes. Can you make a lot of money online? Yes. How you do it is very important. Who you are is very important. The template, the marketplace, there's so many things that come into play on how you can make money and you can set up these multiple streams of income. So in just a second, I'm going to jump into that and a lot more. As you're putting together your multiple streams of income, the first thing you have to do is go ahead and knock down your first stream. Do nothing else, nothing, until you have your first stream knocked down. When I started this journey in 2009, I wrote a book, and literally for 2.5 years, I did nothing else but storage auction related stuff. Storage auction book, storage auction channel, storage auction content, storage auction training. That was it for 2.5 years before I jumped into something else. And there's a reason that you have to focus like that, because the minute that you start pivoting, you will lose people. This episode of the Hustlers Kung Fu Show was brought to you by Audible. You can take your choice of 180,000 books with a free trial offer from Audible. Do this. Go below the video, hit that first link, and take advantage of the offer. Also, I'm going to recommend that you get this book by It's Human to Sell by Daniel Pink. And to make the offer even sweeter for you, if you get the Audible deal, which is free, I'll give you a free ebook or free audiobook from my personal bookstore. How sweet is that? Just follow those simple directions below and let's get to the video. Now, this is the beauty of sticking with one thing. Once you build a foundation, you're going to learn a lot. I started off with a blog. The blog was not working, which is what led me to YouTube. Then YouTube worked extremely well. And I stayed with that. I took what I was doing on the blog and I brought it over to YouTube in the form of stories, storage auction information, storage auction training. It worked out really well. Now, if I was doing blogs, and let's just go back even further than that. When I started, I had 3 blogs. Storage auction, let's see. Business Credit Mentor, PassionateFriday.com, and UrbanPackRat.com, which was the storage auction blog. None of them exist anymore. Because once I realized that the YouTube channel was killing the blog in terms of traffic, I got rid of it toward the tail end of the storage auction stuff petering out, because it didn't really make any sense to have it because I did it wrong. See, this is the beauty. When I started the YouTube channel, I learned the lessons from the blog, and I didn't do the same things I did with the blog. And YouTube is much more malleable. And at the moment, I'm in the middle of another transition on the channel. But with that one topic, you get to know the ins and outs of it. You get to know who all the competitors are. You get to network. You get to make friends. And that can help you once you start pivoting and doing other things. So lock down your first stream of income hard. If you want to do Kindle books, do nothing but Kindle books for a year or 2. If you want to do a YouTube channel, kill a YouTube channel hard for a year or 2. If you want to do resell, I'm not going to mention names of certain things, kill it hard for a year or 2, because this is what happens. When you're trying to make money online, you're competing with everything else online. You're competing with that flying squirrel video. You're competing with those videos of people popping pimples. You're competing with twerking videos. Anything that takes the attention of anyone who might like what you have to offer, that's your competition. So if you're over here diffused, you're doing this, you've got all this stuff that's going on, you really are not powering up, and it's going to be hard for you to get traction. It's going to be very hard for you to get traction. Now, once you have your stream of income, what you should do is try to pivot in the strength of your online stream of income. This is why I say do one thing for a year or two, because you'll know about the auxiliary or accessory streams of income. All right. Let's take Kindle books. You write a book on dog training. You'll write a book on dog training, right? Then you do a course on dog training. Okay. You've got your Kindle book on Amazon making money. Then you've got your course somewhere else. And then you have a link in your Kindle book to your course. That's two streams of income, but they're operating from the same infrastructure. That's something I'm really, really big on, because I was talking to a client and the mindset was to have this, then to go over here and do something radically different. But this first stream of income isn't set up like they want. They're not where they want to be. So I was like, no, for the next X amount of months, this is all we're doing. We're not doing anything else. If you have an ideal for something, write it in your journal. Put a date on the calendar, put yourself a reminder, and revisit that ideal some point in the future. Because what's going to happen is, as you start hustling, putting stuff out, making things happen, all of these ideals will pop up. All of these income ideals will pop up. I get solicitations from networks every day. I get people's like, hey, will you do a promoted video every day? And the thing is, if it makes sense, I'll do it. But if it's a departure from what I'm doing, I'm not touching it. And most of it's a departure. When Audible reached out to me, I took it because it made sense. I've been recommending books for years. I like books. I write books. It's a part of who I am. So it just dovetailed and it makes sense. I had an offer this morning. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. I don't even know why they even sent me an email, because clearly they didn't watch my channel. And I'm just said, hey, thanks, but no thanks. When you operate from a position of strength versus resetting and always relearning, you should learn while you have your strong thing going on. I'll give you an example. I got an Instagram account and I'm slowly building it. One a day here. I'm not doing crazy stuff. I'm not reaching out to people. My goal isn't to try to get my Instagram account as big as possible overnight. My goal is to get my Instagram account really big over a period of time, because I have a plan for it. I'm laying the seeds right now, about a 2-year plan. So I'm not in a rush. While I work on my thing of strength, I work on this other thing, and I probably devote 15, 20 minutes a day to Instagram. That's it. So it's not subtracting my time, energy, and resources to do this thing that clearly is not going to make a lot of money real fast. Can you make money on Instagram? Yes, you can. That's one of the reasons I'm doing it. But it takes time and it takes traction, and it's about demographics, which is why while you're working on your first stream of income, you should stay there. Knock it down, learn everything that you can about it, and then once you start making money, and then more importantly, once you start making the money that you want to make, then you jump to something else, but not a minute before. Now, what does this have to do with blogging? It has everything to do with blogging. I have a lot of people who are doing this without a core mission, and they're wondering why they're not getting any results. So if you like the content of this channel, do me this favor. Go below, as you saw in the promo, and get your free Audible book. And if you're classy, once you get that, if you email us a screenshot or you send us forward us the email of your Audible confirmation, which is free, you don't have to pay anything, I'll send you one of my ebooks or audiobooks from my personal bookstore, free of charge. That's all you have to do. So that's below. If you like it, go ahead and grab those deals. And I'm going to put a recommendation for a book. There's like 3 in my head, and I'm going to write, get this book if you choose, or you can get one of 180,000 books that they have on the platform. All right, this is Glendon. I'll see you in the next episode.
They say into your early life.
Today I'll be talking about how I built 5 different passive income streams, and some of these actually aren't passive, some of these are just normal income streams, by the age of 21. And I am turning 22 next week actually, so I'm still 21 when I'm making this video. And just so you know, any birthday gifts, I take cash, Venmo, PayPal, whatever you guys want to send me. But anyways, I'm totally kidding about that. But anyways, I think it's good to start having extra income streams, especially passive income streams when you're kind of young. You could be really any age when you do it, but I think it's better to do it young for a couple of reasons, and why it's at least easier for me to do it for a couple of reasons. One being that you have time to fail at these income streams. So for example, some of my streams that I have now took a while to build up. And I actually either failed at them originally or I failed at things similar to it. So for example, when I was like 15, 16, I started a gaming channel that didn't work out the way I thought it would. And I wanted that to be like an income stream of mine, but that didn't work out very well. I tried to get into the Instagram game pretty hard. I tried like a bunch of different Instagram accounts. Those kind of worked, but not really, didn't end up actually bringing in any money. And I failed like along the way investing quite a few times, especially with day trading. I tinkered around with that. And those didn't work at all. So I think having time to fail like kind of helps, because if you're like, I don't know, have 2 kids and have a spouse or whatever you have to look after, like then it might be a little bit more difficult to fail at these income streams, especially if you're spending money on them potentially, but it's probably something that's going to happen along the way. And another reason why I think it matters a lot to do it young, but really at any time, once again, you can do this when you're older still, but it might be a little bit easier when you're young, is because one, you probably have more time on your hands. Like I myself, even though I'm pretty busy, I still have a lot of downtime. And 2, because a lot of these take more time to start from the beginning. Like it's kind of like I don't know, it sounds cliche, planting a tree. You really want to like plant it first. You want to spend a lot of time building that house, building that foundation, and then building up the house to really get these income streams going. But anyways, I think that there's some things that kind of helped me. But anyways, I really love having extra income streams. It really is a nice thing to have every month besides my normal jobs, because I'm in college. I work, 2 part-time jobs, which are, they're all right jobs. They're not horrible or anything like that. But it is nice to not have to work like 40, 50 hours a week at a job paying me minimum wage, because I make money off of these income streams. And I make roughly a little over $500 a month, which, isn't that much to some people, but I mean, to someone like me, and to I'm sure a lot of you guys out there, an extra $500 a month could mean like, I don't know, moving into a better house perhaps, or like, spending an extra week at vacation, or like, moving to a nicer neighborhood, like something like that. I mean, to me personally, it's a decent amount of money. And I'm still young and have room to grow it. But anyways, some tips and tricks that I think helped me a lot. One thing that definitely helped me a lot was, rather than going home after like school or after work and like sitting down and playing video games or watching Netflix, which I still do some of that, I'm not gonna lie, I switched that time into doing things more productive, like making my YouTube channel, or just educating myself, or watching educational YouTube videos, things of that nature. I think definitely replacing entertainment that is just for entertainment purposes with things that are a little bit more helpful, whether it be reading a book, listening to an educational podcast, listening to educational YouTube videos, or even just working on that income stream you're trying to make. I think switching those out with things that didn't help me, just like watching Netflix, that was a big one for me. Playing video games is still bad for me. I still do it way more than I should, and just overall things like that. I don't think you should actually cut things out of your life, like hanging out with friends. Like, I think it's okay to hang out with your friends still. Hanging out with, I don't know, girlfriend or boyfriend, hanging out with your family. Like, I still think things like that are important. But I'm sure you're spending quite a bit of time either, maybe scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, watching Hulu, Netflix, whatever it might be. So I think replacing those things with just simply working on or educating yourself in whatever you want your income source to be definitely helped me a lot along the way. And just so you guys know very quickly, the income sources that I have, number 1 is investing, number 2 is YouTube, 3 is eBay, flipping stuff, 4 is referral links, and 5 is affiliate marketing. I'll go over them a little bit more in depth. But like I was kind of saying earlier, one thing that I really like about having these extra income streams is that it allows me to actually not have to work like my normal my normal minimum wage jobs as much. And it allows me to do something I enjoy and things I would much rather do, and my earning potential is significantly higher. And I'm sure some of you guys might fall into that category as well. So for example, at my 2 jobs that I have, I mean, I get paid a little bit more than minimum wage at both of them actually, and they're just simply like part-time college jobs. And if I was to, try to think about how much I could potentially earn right there, I could maybe get a $1 raise or a couple of $1 raises. But I mean, with all these other income sources, I could potentially be making 6 figures off any single one of these in a couple of years by now. So I mean, just the earning ceiling comparing those two are just so significantly different that I think that makes a huge impact as well. And another thing that I think is kind of beneficial, let's just say you're not working part-time jobs like me. Let's say you're working a full-time job that you don't actually like that much, but it pays the bills, it puts food on the table. It definitely makes sense to continue working that job. But let's say perhaps one day these income streams become big enough and become large enough to where you're like, hey, my YouTube channel on cooking food is doing very well. I'm making money off of it. Maybe I want to quit my crappy chef job that I work and switch to going YouTube full time. And maybe perhaps you can do that and potentially even make more money than you're making at your other job. So that factoring in, I think, makes it very important, especially if you're young right now and watching this video, to try to come up with some other income streams. But now I'm going to go over these income streams and then also talk a little bit about each one and kind of like how I started, and maybe perhaps you want to start them as well. So the first one is investing. And if you want to learn more about investing, definitely check out my channel. Some books I really like on investing a lot that I always recommend, and links to these will be in the description, which are affiliate links. But anyways, one I like a lot, Little Book of Common Sense Investing and The Intelligent Investor. And just some things that also help me a lot as well is just watching YouTube videos, exploring educational content online. Investopedia, Khan Academy has great free educational content along with YouTube. Everything there is free as well. I haven't bought any paid courses. The only thing paid I have bought are books, which I think are a lot of times a lot more beneficial than taking a paid course online. So if you want to learn more about investing, definitely check out my channel and check out other YouTube channels out there. There are some other ones that are good with that stuff as well. But investing has been a great income source for me, even though I technically don't take it as income because I just like reinvest that money back into my portfolio. I definitely could, and I would be making a little bit each month. The next thing that is a really great income source of mine is YouTube, which is what I'm doing right now. YouTube has by far probably been the best one and the most profitable one so far also, besides investing against. But once again, I don't take that money. I just put that money back in my portfolio. But YouTube's been a really great income source of mine. It's something I really like to do. It's something that I probably spend the most time on out of all these sources, and it's also something that has a very high ceiling for how much you could potentially make off of it. And it's something that I personally think is really easy if you're like somewhat decent in front of a camera, and even if you're not decent in front of a camera, there's so many different things that go along with that. But I'm definitely gonna probably put separate videos out about YouTube more specifically, because obviously I do YouTube, not full-time yet. Like some people might think I do it full-time because I put out videos every day, but unfortunately it's not making enough money yet for me to go full-time in it, but maybe in a year or two it will be. But YouTube is definitely one of my best and favorite income sources, and it also has the potential to stem other income sources off of it as well. So my next biggest income source is actually from flipping things on Facebook Marketplace and Craigslist and selling them on eBay. So this one I started out recently. I used to do it in high school, but now I started again, kind of for the YouTube channel and also just to simply make some extra money on the side. I buy and sell all sorts of things. I also post videos about this on my channel, so definitely check those out. There's plenty of YouTubers out there that do the same exact thing I'm doing, more full-time, but I just do it on a part-time at a lower scale. I mean, I buy all sorts of random stuff. Like I buy books, I buy like kind of like coffee mugs like this one right here, and like I resell a bunch of different things. This one actually just sold today, this little coffee mug. I bought it for $1, sold it for $10. And I also just sell like all sorts of stuff, like, and there's like stuff, pretty much all the stuff around me right now, like some of those little action figure guys on that shelf back there. Those are all things I bought at like thrift stores on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, and I've been reselling them on eBay. And so far, it's actually been very profitable. I haven't actually ran into any troubles yet, which has been great with that as well. My next income source that I get is also tied into my YouTube channel, but it doesn't necessarily have to be tied into a YouTube channel, is referral links. So what referral links are is basically the two apps or actually three apps I use I get referral money from are Robinhood, M1 Finance, and Acorns app. So with referral link, basically pretty much all online companies have any sort of online presence for the most part, at least larger ones, have referral links. So if you like refer a friend to sign up for this website, whatever it might be, you usually get some sort of commission, whether it be like credits for that company or just be like straight up cash. And with the ones I have, there's kind of different ones and they tie into my channel very nicely. So with Robinhood, M1, and Acorns, these are all investing apps that I use myself. So I am like totally fine with referring people to them because I use them, I like them, I enjoy them, I think they're great platforms. And then by referring these people, if they sign up using my link, I actually get a little bit of money from that. And with Robinhood, it used to be a stock, but I actually maxed out of their referral program. With M1 Finance, it's $10, and they get $10 as well when they sign up. And the same goes with Acorns, but it's $5. So those referral links really nice with my YouTube channel because I have a large following that's interested in investing. But there are tons of referral links from everything from like Uber Eats to like Target membership programs to like Amazon membership programs to like audio, online audio stuff. Like there's tons and tons of referral links. If you are using a paid service, there's a very good chance online anyways. If you're using a paid service online, there's a chance they have a referral program. And if you have any sort of following online, you could definitely make a decent income off of that, especially if you start branding with these companies and start actually making deals with them that are like more of like a ambassador, like a sponsorship type program. That definitely has a very high ceiling as well to make money there. And the last one is affiliate marketing. So on my channel, I don't actually make that much from affiliate marketing. I only make like at most $50 a month from it typically. And that is just simply because I don't talk about or I don't like review or look at specific products or anything like that. But if you are, I don't know, a really big techie, or if you're super into, I don't know, Marvel or Harry Potter or whatever it might be, and you make like an Instagram account, a YouTube channel, a Twitter account, pretty much any social media presence, whether it be a YouTube channel or a blog, whatever, it doesn't really matter. You can definitely use affiliate links. And what affiliate links are is basically, if I have a bunch of links in my description, you can put them wherever you want, but if someone clicks that link, goes to the website and buys something, you get a very small commission of whatever they buy, usually less than like 10 or 5%. Mine's usually around 4. So in my description, I have affiliate links to books I like as well to my YouTube equipment. So a lot of people ask actually what equipment I use. And a lot of people ask what books I recommend. So all those are in the description. If someone clicks them, buys that book, or even buys something else, I get money from Amazon, and I am using, this current program I'm using is Amazon affiliates. So those 5 income sources roughly get me around $500 a month, which once again might be a lot to some people, might be a little to some people, but I know it's definitely helped me out a little bit, and is something that I enjoy doing, and I do like doing all these. And honestly, I didn't really factor in how much I've been making more off of eBay, because with eBay, I wasn't making a lot originally, but now I am making a little bit more. So my eBay income is actually a little bit higher. So this is actually probably close to like $750 right now a month anyways. But other than that, guys, it's it for this video. If you enjoyed, definitely leave a like, and comment below if you have any other income sources besides, I don't know, your just main job. If you're doing any passive income or any side hustles, I'd love to hear what you guys got to say. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching.
What's going on, everyone? Jack Shepherd here, and welcome to today's video. Now today I want to talk to you guys all about, should you be setting up multiple streams of income for yourself as an entrepreneur? Now this topic is discussed a lot. You know, some people say as a millionaire they have on average 7 streams of income, but I want to give some truth behind that, discuss with you guys about what the actual richest people in the world are doing, and how you should actually be going out and implementing some strategies for yourself and your businesses. But guys, if you're new around here, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button. I'm here every single day to help you guys grow your businesses with social media, and also grow and scale your personal brands, because that's what I love to talk about, okay? But guys, let's talk into it. So, you know, with income streams, is it actually better to have 10 income streams at $1,000 a month? Or is it better to have 1 income stream at $10,000 a month? You know, you're making the same money, but what's a better situation for you? Now, in my opinion, there's two ways to think about diversifying your income streams, okay? You can either generalize, so you might have an agency, you might have some real estate, you might do Shopify. That is one way that is generalizing, because they're all in different niches. Or you can specialize and be someone that just talks about one subject and nails down that niche so hard that they become an authority in that niche and have different income streams within that niche. Now, you can clearly see, probably after me saying that, what is the better one. When diversifying, you want to specialize, okay? So let's say, for example, you have an agency, you have a social media marketing agency. Now, you might have one client, there might be an agency with one client at $10,000 a month, and that is the only client they have. Or there might be another agency that has 10 clients, all at $1,000 a month. Like we discussed earlier, you're making the same money, but which one would you rather have? Because I would much rather have the agency that had 10 clients at $1,000 a month, And the reason is because if I get dropped, if that client drops me and I've only got one client at $10,000 a month and I've got staff to pay, I've got office to pay, I've got overheads, you're completely screwed if you get dropped by that one client. But if you get dropped by one client on the other agency where you've got 10 clients paying $1,000 a month, well, it is not the end of the world, okay? You're only reducing your income by 10%, whereas the other one, you're reducing it by 100%. Okay, so you want to specialize within actually what you're doing, whether that's Shopify, really get good at what you're doing and build up multiple streams of revenue within that niche. So whether that's a Shopify, you might just build out another product range within that Shopify store. Or for example, what I've done is grow a personal brand. So you're doing Shopify, but then you start a personal brand around that subject and you build out income streams through your personal brand, but still talking about Shopify and still being an expert in that field and, really nailing down everything you know about that one subject and becoming an authority in that niche. So I think specializing when building out your multiple streams of income is so important rather than generalizing. Now, a few general income streams is absolutely fine. You might invest for the long term with stocks and trading and stuff like that, or real estate. Dabbling in a few of them is absolutely fine, but you want to stick to specializing with your income streams. So how can you actually go out there and set up your multiple streams of income? Okay, we've decided now what niche we're going to be in. We've specialized in one particular area. But how can we actually set up our income streams to produce for us? Now, what I was told from a very, very early stage is that you want to obviously make sure you start on one income stream, make sure you have that running on automatic, keeping that stable, that stable income that's growing, that you can easily scale at this point. Now you can shift your attention and your time now onto building a second income stream. You don't want to leave that first one lagging behind. You don't want to kickstart it and then halfway through you've had a bit of success and now you're jumping onto the next one. You really want to make sure that first one is stable, producing for you and is growing, okay? And it doesn't require that much time anymore. But then that is the point when you can move on to that second income stream. So for example, myself as a personal brand, what I did first of all was I built and created a course under my personal brand. And then secondly, once I had that up and running and people, I was getting sales through for my course, and as time progressed, that's when I shifted some of my attention and thought, right, now I need to build up a second income stream, which was affiliate marketing. So now I've built up my affiliate marketing side of things. So I've got that passive income coming through. And then next of all, I'm going to start creating my e-commerce product, which you can see the two products behind me right here. I've got loads more designs as well, but now I'm going to be developing a Shopify store under my personal brand. So like I said, I'm specializing with my personal brand, but then I'm building out income streams as time goes by. And then eventually I'm going to move into coaching and mastermind and live events and speaking and going into more things like that. But I'm making sure each income stream is stable, growing, and doesn't require the world of attention and time as much as it did initially. So it's all about setting it up right, building it, growing it, automating it, and then shifting your attention onto the next one, and then growing that, and then shifting onto the next one. And you've got to think about the world's richest people out there. They specialize in things. They don't diversify loads and loads and loads. They stick to what they're good at. You know, Jeff Bezos, he's stuck to Amazon, but he's built out different revenue streams within Amazon. He's acquired new companies that fit in with the business model that Amazon is. He's built out new revenue streams, started selling new products, building out new ways to make money through Amazon. So he specialized in that one. Make sure you specialize, because that is the way the richest people in the world do get rich. They specialize in one thing and then build out from within. So that is exactly how you guys need to do. But you know, this is why I love personal branding so much, is because it does have the potential to create so many revenue streams for yourself. Like I just discussed before, you can do digital products, you can do affiliate marketing, you can do e-commerce, you can do coaching, you can do speaking, you can do live events. There's so many ways to monetize your personal brand, even getting clients through your personal brand. There's so many different kind of ways you can monetize, you know, so that's why I heavily put all of my content towards personal branding, because I know there's not a lot of people speaking about it at the moment, but I want to be one of those people that is talking about it, that is helping people decide and want to build their personal brands. Because there's a lot of people starting at the moment with YouTube channels, but they don't have too much direction. So I want to be that guy, and I want to be that guy that's specializing within my niche, you know, as a personal brand, and helping other people build their personal brands. I want to specialize and be known for that person that does that, and then build up income streams within that myself, okay? So guys, think about how you can do this for yourself, how you can apply it for yourself, because multiple streams of income is needed in your business. You don't want to just rely on one source, because you will get screwed. Your business will get fucked up. You need to diversify, but make sure you set it up in the right way going forward. But guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. You know, if you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Drop a comment down below with what you're thinking about this video. Are you setting up multiple streams of income? Make sure you list them down below. Drop a like, drop all your comments down below. I always respond to you guys because I really appreciate you watching me. I'll drop a link down to my course as well. As always, it's always down there. But guys, thank you for watching today's video, and I'll see you very, very soon.
This can also inspire you to just like broaden your revenue streams, income streams, and try to just have more sources of income so you can just depend on it more. So as promised, I wanted to make this my many streams, 13 streams of income video, and so I will break down all my income streams, and for like personal safety reasons, I do not want to reveal how much I make from each stream, because I don't want, you know, bad people to look at me as like a high net worth person and like target me and try to scam my money and things like that, because honestly, like, safety is first. So I hope you guys understand, but I am going to break down how many ways, like the many ways that I make money. And so number one is from my main job, and a lot of people are like, how do I differentiate between like a main hustle and a side hustle? How I differentiate it is your main hustle should be able to pay for all your bills, and it should be very stable. It should be like what do you call it, like stable, reliable, and you spend the most time. And for me, it happens to be my corporate job, and that is my number one source of income. Number two is definitely YouTube. So you're watching me right now, and from YouTube there's ad revenue, and even though it's not very reliable or dependable, it is still money, income coming in, and it really varies. It really varies on your views, and as you know, like, YouTube income is really about views than about anything else. And so YouTube views, the more views you get, probably the more income you get. And so other than YouTube, there's also number three, which is Robinhood dividend. Robinhood dividend is basically the dividend that my stocks pay me, and Robinhood is a commission Robinhood is a commission-free platform where you can buy individual stocks. So let's say you really like using Facebook and you're like, oh, let me invest in Facebook. So Robinhood makes it super easy for you to invest in Facebook, and you can buy it per share. So you can buy like a share of Facebook, a share of Google, a share of, I don't know, whatever, like Tesla, other companies that you're interested in. And so this is a really good way for you to easily invest in companies that you're interested in, and especially in the companies in which your services you use very often, then you know the company very well naturally. And my fourth stream of income is my savings interest. And so I really strongly recommend you to get a savings account with high interest rate. The one I have right now is above 2%, which is like a norm for a high interest rate savings account. The savings account I had before was from Bank of America, and it had like less than 1% or something ridiculously low. And so I highly strongly suggest you to get a bank account with high interest rate, and that is my fourth stream of income. And the bank I use is Discover, not Pay by them, but I just like using them because they give me a pretty high interest rate. And I know there are better rates out there, but I'm just like too lazy to get those like with 0.001 like more interest rate. And so that's my fourth stream of income. My fifth stream of income is bank bonuses. So I also talk about this in my free money videos. Bank bonuses, it is pretty substantial when you do it often, because each time is like $200, $300, $400, and it really adds up. You can easily get like $1,000 from just opening new accounts. And unlike opening credit cards, this does not pull up your credit score, so you don't have to worry about, you know, having a low credit score because of banks checking your credit score, because having a savings account or checking account, it has nothing to do with your credit score. It's not like having a credit card. And so the bonuses that I got are from Discover savings account, and Chase savings and checking account. I believe this offer they still have. And then there is also the Wells Fargo. I believe that is the checking. Is it? It's probably the checking account. There's also the Capital One Money Market 360. That is, it's kind of, I don't even know if it's like a checking or savings, but it is just an account where you put your money in. And then there is also card referral bonuses. So if you refer a credit card, let's say Amex Gold card or Amex Platinum card, you get certain card referral bonuses. And so I also strongly recommend you to take advantage of this, because you can easily get your so-called annual fee waived, because each time you refer a card, that gives you a substantial amount of bonuses, probably in the form of points, but points can easily be transferred to cover your spending, so it just works out. And number 7 is Amazon affiliate. And so you probably know a lot of YouTubers and bloggers, they have those Amazon links, and those Amazon links are Amazon affiliate links. And so when you click into those links and you buy products, you usually will get a certain percentage of commission that gets paid to the YouTuber or blogger or whoever owns that link. And what's good about this is that even if you don't buy that product, like the product itself that the blogger or YouTuber is linking to, even if you just click into it and you buy something else in your cart, or you click into it and you forget about it, and within 24 hours you buy something from Amazon or that website, then the blogger or YouTuber gets paid. So it doesn't have to be that specific item. You just have to click into the link. You don't have to pay anything additional, by the way. You just click into the link, and then within 24 hours you buy anything from that same website, then the blogger or YouTuber will get paid. And number 8 is for my side projects, such as video editing or photography. And so these two are just two of the side projects that I do as like just for fun, and also for money as like side hustles. Number 9 is investment gains, and I can talk about this more in depth because I feel like there is a lot more to this. But there is Robinhood investment gains, there is 401k, there is Roth IRA, and there is also my rollover IRA for my previous company. So I can talk about these in detail if you guys are interested. Number 10 is Audible. So you probably know a lot of other YouTubers, they have those Audible links. So if you click look into it, you get 2 audiobooks for free, and the YouTuber or blogger, whoever gives you those links, that person also gets a certain amount of money. I believe it's like $15 per successful register. And so if you want to support my channel, be sure to use the Audible link in my info box so you can help support my channel without paying anything out of pocket, because you can just cancel your membership before it charges you. And 11 is from selling my belongings on like Facebook Marketplace, or just selling it in general, selling bags, selling the clothes that I own. And so this is the 11th source of income. 12 is from Teespring. As you may know, I do have a t-shirt line, and it's called Live Your Ideal Life Right Now. I strongly believe in this. I believe that you should always just repeat this mantra to yourself over and over again and reevaluate your life. Are you living your ideal life right now? If yes, then that's good. But most of the time, we know we're not living our ideal life. And then so we have to think to ourselves, how do we live our ideal life? What are the things that I can do so that I can live my ideal life? What are the things or people that I have to get rid of for me to live my ideal life? So I believe this is so crucial. And even if you don't buy my t-shirt, like honestly, just keep this in the back of your mind. But I made t-shirts with that theme because it's just something that I really strongly believe in, and I just want to share this with other people. And this is like a constant reminder that you should live your ideal life at all times. And 13 is Nu Skin. So Nu Skin is a brand, a website, a brand that creates a lot of machines and also just skincare related things and also healthcare related things. And I really like using their Lumi Spa, the machine. And so that's why I registered to be their like distributor. I think that's the word they use it. But honestly, I did not get into this with the means of like trying to make money. I got into this because I used their product. I was a customer at first, and I was a customer for like 3 months until I decided to join as their affiliate. And so I'm not trying to like promote this and be like, oh, you should make money like this, but I'm just sharing all these like revenue sources, income sources, how I make money, my 13 ways to make money. But other than the 13 revenue streams, I am also looking into more revenue streams. One is live streaming. Live streaming is a revenue stream that I used to have, and how it works is that I live stream and then people send virtual gifts that turn into the points in the app or in the system on the platform, and it can in turn turn into revenue. I stopped doing that because it is very time consuming, but this is still a really valid and pretty lucrative space that people can explore. I just stopped doing that because I do have a full-time job, and I am doing YouTube as pretty much another full-time thing because I upload every single day, so I edit every single day, and I produce a lot of content, and this is just very time consuming. Money-wise, live streaming is actually more lucrative because I guess the nature of it is just more lucrative, and YouTube is actually not very lucrative until you become big, until you get like millions of views. And so when you are really thinking about making money, I would say live streaming is the way to go. YouTube not so much, because it takes a long time to build your channel, and it is not guaranteed whether or not you will have a sustainable income from YouTube. And another thing that I used to do is work with brands with their services and products, and these are the so-called sponsored videos. And I know a lot of YouTubers do this, but lately I've been really stopping with that, just because it's actually quite difficult and time consuming to find a product and service that you're actually very happy about. And so that's why I stopped working with brands with their products and services. But if I do run into a product and service that I actually enjoy using, I will consider doing a sponsored video. And also, since I'm trying to grow my channel, I felt that having like a lot of sponsored videos can prevent me from growing my channel, because there is the whole sellout notion, and it's not a very good rep. And so I'm trying to just keep it low key and have less like little to no sponsored videos so I can build my channel and I can be more genuine. But no matter what, even if I take on sponsored videos in the future, those will be my true opinion, honest opinion. I will never ever rave about a product that I am not satisfied with, and so you can be completely sure about that. I'm just a very open book. Like, I don't like to hide things, I don't like to deceive my viewers, and I don't want to ruin my own reputation. So these two are the revenue streams I used to have but stopped doing. I hope these would help you, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night. I also have a lot of money saving hacks and tips in my info box. Be sure to check those out, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!